another camp brought it out, but I'm gonna just bring it out again, you know, because that's how you learn, and then that's putting that vibration out there about the importance of the name. But go ahead, brother.
Right. It said, be swift to hear.
All right.
Be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere, and with patience give answer.
Right, so basically with that patience giving answer, doing patience meaning where it can mean you waiting, but it's sometimes it's suffering. It suffers to wait because you want to get to whatever it is that you want to get to, you know. So in that window of patience, which is it's a time period, you gotta study the answer.
Yeah, come. That's why I was about to say you gotta be active and while you wait. Well,
that's true. At the same time, you gotta if you're gonna give an answer, the scriptures say study it to give answer. I don't know if this is Peter. I don't know exactly what scripture where it said, but the scriptures say that. So with patience, so you supposed to, even if you know it, then you go know the answer and make sure you're on point.
Yeah.
You know? And then they whole congregation, they bring up false allegations. They don't thoroughly analyze what the elders say, they just make up shit. Bear false witness. You know? There's no understanding over there, man. They say now the elders saying that, or the GMS, or they referring to the elders, that we teach you can rate 12-year-old, 11-year-old, 9-year-old girls. That's madness. That ain't never been taught. Other than they say, oh, now it's switched up. We can't rate 12-year-old girls right now while America is in power, but when the kingdom is at hand, or we in the kingdom, then we can rate. Just making up shit.
Yeah, why would we have to rape in our kingdom?
Right.
You know, women are gonna be in their right state of mind.
Saying that all manner of just blaspheming the words of really what the elders be talking about, according to the doctrine. They switch it, turn it, and manipulate it. Go ahead, what you gonna say?
Yeah, I'm gonna add this to that. You have to teach that, man, because it's in the law. It's a law dealing with rape, women being raped. It's a law dealing with that. If the woman is married, then you have to, if she screams out, and she's married and she screams out, right, that the rapist, the dude who raped her, got to be put to death. If she don't scream, you know, if it's in the city and she don't scream, both of them will be put to death.
I got it.
If she out in the field and there's no one around, it's really, you got it. We can bring it out. But what I'm saying, this has to be.
Bring it out.
But it has to be taught, because then you'll have the same situation that goes on in Babylon, where these women, they get raped, and then they want to justify that as to get an abortion. Well, I don't agree with abortion, but in the case of rape, I can see it. No, in the case of rape, that woman is married. They are now married. Unless she was already married, in which you would put that guy to death.
Or betrothed.
Or
engaged.
Right.
To be married.
And people get caught up on that negative spin that been put on that word, man.
But yeah, we're in a whole different time. So you thinking, man, back in the ancient days, men and women thought completely different. You know? There's a whole different frame of thinking, man. The walk, and I ain't even talking about Israel, I'm talking about amongst all the different nationalities upon the earth. It was like a standard way of dealing with since we're talking about the women and this rape issue. I'm not talking about that was standard to be raping women. I'm just saying the way that these nations handled their women, it was pretty much across the standard as far as the woman didn't buck up to the man. You know what I'm saying? The man pretty much wanted something, whether it was right or wrong, he'd just take it. And then they'll judge him based, you know, or he'll do it lawfully, you know, or he'll do it against the law, dealing with the nation Israel, you know.
Yeah, and that's
it was a penalty on it. I'm sorry, it's a penalty on it if you go play. If hypothetically you approach a woman and then you want it, you know. All that other stuff is out the window about, I want to check out her characteristics and see what type of woman she is. Man, men, when they see that, you know you got to go through them steps because we here in America, but you want to get with her, you want to get in bed with her. That's what a man want to do with a woman. If you're a man,
right.
But then you approach her, you ask, you know, you got a husband? I'm engaged. And then you say, okay, well, I gotta leave her alone. Or you can say, well, you know what? I'm gonna take it anyway. I'm gonna take her by force. And then you sleep with her, then what? He gonna get put to death. She innocent. But if she's not, she just out there, she shouldn't even be out there, out and about. But she might have got sent on a mission by her father, like how Jacob's wife is, was it Rebecca? He met Rebecca first, and I believe she was out on an assignment for father. And that's how she met with Jacob. Jacob met her. So I mean, they can't be out and about, but then, and then if the man want that woman, and she ain't got no man, and he say, you know, she don't have no desire to be with him. She's like, nah, but I don't want you, or whatever, however it go. And he say, well, I'm taking it anyway. Then there's nothing wrong with it. But there's guidelines to that now. Now you got to go to that girl that you just took by force against her will. You got to go to her father. You got to pay the father 50 shekels. This don't apply now, but when the law is in effect, that would apply in a situation like that. And now that's your wife. It ain't like you didn't beat all up on her. You may have, but it ain't like you just left her there cold bleeding and then she calling the authorities and then you in the wind somewhere. Nah, that's your woman now, or your wife. But that's horrifying. That's in the scripture though. That sounds horrifying here.
They still practice that in the Middle East now to this day.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, but that's why the law was written, to deal with situations, man. You got the law is written for a reason. The Most High didn't make no mistakes in this law. And he know, man, he made us, he created us. He know in a certain situation things would happen. The Most High covered every angle in the law, man. So this in there for a reason. If that situation arises, this is how you handle it. It's in the law. Now the elders teach that because they teaching you what the law says. That's what a true man in the Lord would do. He gonna teach the whole law. And you all about the law, but yet you talk as if rape doesn't exist. Like that's some dirty thing. If a man, if a man is horny, man, and he ain't gonna sit there and, back in the ancient world, and they wasn't dating and taking women out.
Courting a woman.
Right, they wasn't courting. If you see a woman, he liked her, he might just, and rape mean to hurry off with. So he hurried up and made her his wife. That's all he did.
I got a quick scripture just back on the law.
But yeah.
This Psalms 19:7. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. It's like backing up what the brother said, man. The Most High didn't make no mistakes with this law, man. The law of the Most High is perfect, man.
Yeah, he just had some extra pages he needed to fill up, so he put the rape in there. But Jake is bugged out, man. Nate is bugged out. And we know why you doing what you doing, Nate. But you got your followers bugged out.
Hey, we bringing all this out, but we ain't teaching to go out since it's in the law. It's okay to do it. It ain't okay to do it. Because we in this man kingdom, but when we get out of the so-called white man Esau's kingdom, we not gonna have to take nothing by force.
Right. We gonna be like the fame of the elect of Israel, man, is gonna be worldwide, man. You think like the elders mentioned the Beatles. They ain't gonna be nothing compared to us, man. You think Paul McCartney had the rate? He was probably tired of bitches, man. John Lennon, all them. That's how we gonna be, man. They gonna be trying to rape us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, in dealing with a woman. Yeah, hold on a second. Dealing with a woman can marry as soon as her menstrual comes.
That's according,
that's in the law. Yeah.
I got a question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Y'all Christians?
Yeah, we the two Christians.
In the true
Christians.
sense.
Right.
So y'all are like the true ones and the rest of the false ones?
Well, I mean, our congregation, we the true body of who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And that's true because we worship the Lord like the scripture says.
Okay.
In truth.
Okay.
In spirit and in truth.
Can I ask you a question, bro? Does that mean that the rest of the church is going to hell?
The rest of the world, right. All these nations you see here, the ones that's not destroyed, they're going to hell.
Well, they got to be saved. You're right on that, bro. As far as the 12 tribes go, of course. Like everyone has to be saved.
And let me explain what hell is. Hell is just a condition played out in the earth. There's no place where you go to burn forever and
That's
ever.
not what Jesus said.
What scripture is that?
Matthew, Sermon on the Mount.
He was talking about catching hell.
Where the lake of fire?
That's America.
That's what?
About
That's what?
America. What's going to happen? World War III, 200 million warheads going to be detonated and turn America into a literal lake of fire.
Here, Jim, hold up with this.
That's what that's talking about.
Yeah. Well, see,
That's America's judgment.
in Revelation chapter 21, the New Testament teaches that everybody, if their name is not found written in the Lamb's Book of Life, they are cast into the lake of fire.
Right.
That's eternal punishment, bro.
That mean that mean they gonna catch the missiles. They gonna die here in the nuclear holocaust. That's all it's talking about. That's what it's talking about.
Give me some verses, bro. Give me some verses.
For their wickedness.
Yeah.
You know?
For their wickedness, bro. Absolutely. Because you cannot live wrong and die right. And Jesus said in John chapter 3 that unless you're born again, you will not see the kingdom of heaven. How do you be born
again?
Let me ask you. Let me start questioning you. See how much you know about
Let's do it. Okay. Jesus said in John chapter 3 that unless you're born again,
how do you born again? Who is that? Who is he talking to?
Nicodemus.
No, I know he was talking to Noah, but who?
Yeah, we're in John chapter 3.
But who can be reborn again?
Anybody that knows that if they've ever sinned, their sins separate them from God.
Okay.
Therefore, they need a savior.
Okay. You're right. You're right about that. You sure you're right.
Right.
But who are the only nation of people that can sin?
Brother,
according to the Bible.
Everybody.
That's what the Bible says?
Does the Bible say everyone has sinned in Romans? All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God.
Well, let me ask you this. What's sin? According to the Bible.
Okay, the Bible, fornication, lying, getting drunk. That's all a sin.
Noah got drunk. Did Noah sin when he got drunk?
Jesus said if you look at a woman and lust after her, it's better to pluck out your eyeball and go to heaven than have two eyeballs and go to hell. That's Matthew 5.
But what is sin? You naming off
Sins.
But
right.
What is sin?
The definition that the scriptures give.
Well, it's missing the mark. Ultimately, if you do a...
it's the specific scripture that tells you the definition of sin.
This brother got his First John 3 and 4.
Oh, I can give you lots of verses. Shit, bro. Shit, what you got?
You
got it?
I got it. This is 1 John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
All right, what's sin according to that?
Okay, well, if you went to 1 Timothy chapter 1, verses 8 through 10, Timothy would show us what the it shows what the law is.
Right, answer the question.
Read that again.
First John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin, transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
What that mean to you? Sin is what? What the scripture just say?
That's the moral sin. That's the moral sin.
Well, what it?
I mean, that's sin, period.
Sin
Yeah,
is
sin, period. Yeah.
But the
Well, moral sin.
transgression of the
Yeah,
Sin,
moral sin.
transgression of the law, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who was given the law? Did the whole entire earth get the law?
The
of
Jews
God?
did through Moses.
Right. So how can the whole
In the Torah.
So how can the whole world sin?
Well,
If they, how can
the 16 chapters of Romans. Check this. The 16 chapters of Romans was written in who?
But listen,
Rome, bro.
But listen, though.
Who were Romans? They were Gentiles.
We'll deal with
They
that.
were
But listen to
Gentiles.
this.
We'll start
Listen
one
to
at a
this.
time.
Listen to this. How can you hold everybody accountable for sin that never
Paul
received
did.
the law?
Paul did. Jesus did in John chapter 3.
But the scriptures say that Esau, you probably, I can tell through your spirit, you, according to the Bible, y'all Edomite. Well, I don't know about you, but
Christianite, bro.
spirit-
Christianite.
what nation are you? What's your nationality?
I'm a spirit-filled Baptist,
No.
Pentecostal,
What's your race? What's
non-denominational.
Your seed or your father? Where'd it go back to?
Jesus, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
Well,
I'm an American.
well,
That's not a race.
no, that ain't right.
No, all nations.
I bet to be wrong.
These are all nations on the earth.
See, this is what Christianity do.
None of us come from that list, right? I mean, unless
You belong to one of these, man. That's what he
That's
was
what he's
telling
saying.
you.
Right, if you used to
Like
do
if
your
you go to
genealogy,
Genesis,
sure.
if you used to
Yeah,
go to
yeah, those
Genesis-
are Noah's sons right there.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
So if you go back far enough, sooner or
Right.
later you're going to go to one of those, no doubt. Yeah.
Which one do you think you go to?
I'd have to guess. I'm thinking Shem or Japheth. I like those two best efforts.
Yeah, you got Shem right. You got that right.
Okay.
You're
Which one would you go to?
You're Edomite, the so-called Caucasians.
Edomite.
You're Edomite.
Right.
You